I need $1,400 like right now. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Sorry if it is echoey in here. I'm getting myself ready to go pick up my car from the dealership. $1,400 to pay for it. So, hey, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Liz and I'm on two journeys. First journey is to lose 150 pounds, which is why I'm in my sports bra because I was working out. Second journey is to pay off $150,000 in debt. And now it's like $150,000 and $151,400 in debt. I'm getting ready to go pick up my car from the dealership, like I just said. First of all, my car is a 2016. When I purchased it, brand new, it has 3 miles on it. You guys know, if you've watched my other videos, that paying off my car loan is my ultimate goal for this year. And I have approximately $10,000 or $11,000 left on that. About in 2016, and every year since then, I've only ever had to do oil changes or new tires. Every time I've gotten it inspected, I've never needed anything extra. I mean, windshield washer fluid, occasionally air in the tires, that kind of stuff, rotating tires and that. So here we are, and I've had my car for about 6 years now and took it for an inspection, and all of a sudden I need everything. I don't even remember all this stuff that it needed because I'm so fixated on the number 1,400. So where is that money going to come from? As you know, I've been paying off my credit cards. I do have a little bit left on one credit card that I racked up again. I certainly don't want to put it on a credit card. So it's very frustrating that I now have this bill when I'm trying so hard to become debt-free and all of that. Last night I was trying to figure out where is this money going to come from with my husband. And I do talk about how we share finances, so you can check out my previous videos regarding that. And that's really for regular day-to-day monthly bill kind of stuff. So what happens when there is an unexpected huge expense? Over the years, the way we've done our finances has pretty much stayed the same. His expense is his expense, mine is mine. We share some expenses, as I've talked about before, put money in a pot, and then that's the house account or whatever, and shared expenses come from that. This is a huge expense. It's for my car, so it's like all mine. As you know, I have been putting extra pennies towards my car. Now, in my last budget video, I did save the extra money. My next paycheck isn't until the 22nd, and honestly, I don't have $1,400 left over at the end of a paycheck. So like, where is this money coming from? This situation really shows that having an emergency fund of cash is extremely important. And we did not want to put that on a credit card and then have to pay interest on that. So that was not an option. I have not contributed to our joint emergency account. As you know, I'm paying off my debt. So my husband has been contributing to that. And so we did have the cash available in that fund to pay for this. However, just to make things fair, he's been contributing, I haven't, but now I'm like draining the account. So I want to make sure that I am replenishing the amount. Obviously I have the money from our joint emergency account to take with me to go pay for my car today, but I do want to replenish all $1,400 of it. How am I going to do that? I have some ideas, but I need to finish getting dressed. So I'm back from getting my car, and that was just basically a shit show. They tried to charge me more than $300 than what they quoted. Maybe not more than $300, it's about $300 more. No, I was quoted, it was gonna be about $1,400, and the service was horrible. My car was actually finished much earlier. They just didn't mark it finished. So I said, no, it was going to be somewhere around $1,400. So after waiting however many minutes, they came back. They accidentally had put something on as a wrong line item and charged me an extra $200. And they said, well, that's great, but it's still like $50 more than what you quoted me. They quoted me $1,377, and they were asking me to pay $1,453 or something. $1,437.53, I think it was. No. They're like, well, did that include, I'm like, I don't work here, so I don't know what you did, but the amount that I received was $1,377, and that's what I'm gonna pay. And so she had to go check with them again. Can you tell I'm annoyed? Like, this is toned down annoyed for me right now, actually. She had to go check with them, and it was taking forever, so I walked around to the counter, and they were saying how I said I was going to pick up my car till Saturday. And I said, you're right. When you called me on Thursday to say that there was a lot of work to be done on my car, could I leave it there overnight so it could be finished Friday morning? And I said, well, can you finish it? Because I really don't need it till Saturday. And I was told, yes, it would be finished Friday morning. And then when I also spoke to the one lady, she said that they take care of the people who are in person first. And I'm like, well, I've been waiting over 24 hours. Shouldn't you take care of me first? It was right across the street from the dry cleaner. So I also finally picked up my wedding gown. So that was only sitting at the dry cleaners for 3 months because I never go in that direction. Let's set up a tracker, because now I have to add in paying back our emergency fund for the car, and also because that took so much money, I had to pay for my wedding gown to get it. Now I owe back to the emergency fund even more money. I just feel like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get through this. And honestly, I'm in such a much better place now than I ever was before, so I really shouldn't be stressing this much. Hi, Lulu. Can't really see. Luna has joined us today. Alright, so let's do something we haven't done in quite some time, and let's do a debt update. Before we get to the debt update though, I really just need to close out my budget. I cannot wait until the 22nd on the next payday to take a look at where I am for the month. I just have this $1,400 in my mind, and I just want to see, is there anything left? So here is my spreadsheet. You can see that I have 2 different paycheck columns in here. The reason is, from the March 25th paycheck, 2 bills were still left to come out of that when it was time for the April 8th. The private student loan comes out on the 9th, so I budgeted for that to come out of the March 25th paycheck. And the Perkins loan comes out on the 10th, so I also budgeted that to come out from the March 25th paycheck, so that not all of my bills were coming out on the April 8th paycheck, which then I would not have had enough money. My private student loan comes out on the 9th, and this time it came out on the 12th. Oh, because the 9th was on the weekend. So that, anyway, it cleared. So what I'm doing now is moving it to the column for April. That means anything in April is a bill that has been cleared or income that has been received. So I have $268 did clear And then my Perkins student loan is $40 coming out on the 10th. So I should see that. That cleared. Nope. That's cash. I don't actually see that the Perkins loan came out. Oh yes, it did. Here it is. April 12th for $40. So that cleared. So now everything from that March 25th paycheck had cleared. I'm putting it under the April column because it's a bill for April. So this tells me that those things have already been paid in April. And that was all that needed to clear from that pay. So I'm going to delete that column. So looking at my last paycheck from April 8th, I had union dues, which I think they came out. So let's clear that. And then my car payment will be on the 17th, life insurance on the 17th, and car insurance on the 20th. Today is only the 15th, so those items will remain. Now I did add, this was not in my budget video, but I did add $200 because I sent that to my credit card. I did have a little extra money, so that's $200. Also, my $25 for Discover cleared. So this tells me that I need to keep $482 balance in my checking account to pay the bills that are coming out. I have just a little bit more than that in my account, so we will be good to go. I just can't spend any money from my checking account. I need the money that's in my checking account is going to go towards my car, my life insurance, and my car insurance. So I can't do anything with that money between now and the 22nd. All right, let's take a look at my debt, my debt snowball plan. It just makes me so sad. $1,400. Where is that money coming from? Like, things that I have to do to make $1,400. Like, okay, I looked at the different stipends that I was expecting from school for the next work that I have done, that I just haven't gotten that stipend because that work is not done, coupled with the bonus that our school gave us. Pretty much I was just gonna put all towards my car payment. Well, okay, let me just share with you on the screen here. Let me go down here. So things that I am expecting, I am on the equity committee, and I believe I have something like, I don't know, like 10 hours. So I could be expecting about $275 from the equity team. Then I'm also on our school improvement planning committee. I think I can expect to have about $350 from that. I have my team leader stipend. I could expect about $600 from that. And then I have the bonus, which is $500. It was actually $1,000. They gave us $500 right before Christmas, and then the other $500 at the end of the school year. These stipends are all things that I was planning to put directly towards my car, and that's about $1,725. So there's my, everything is going towards my car and my wedding gown. So it's so disappointing, but I mean, it is what it is. You have to have a car that runs to be able to get to work, to do your job, to make money. I'm definitely going to check with my boss to see if there's any other things that have come up where I can make some money. And then I also will have curriculum writing during the summer, so I think that's like 15 hours of time. I was saying how I might try to find like a little part-time job that has a flexible schedule that I could do during the summer, just because I like to keep busy. And looks like that's not going to be an option for me now. I'm probably gonna maybe it's an option. I definitely am gonna have to do that. So unless YouTube and reselling magically pick up, which yeah, if you like budgeting and debt payoff and seeing how people are making it happen even when unexpected expenses come up on small salaries, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up to show your support for someone who is trying to get out of debt to live a more free life. Alright, let's update some of this. I did not do a debt update for March, so I'm just gonna black that row out. My car loan, and I'm gonna put a note in here actually before I get to the car loan that today is April 15th. It's not the end of the month. So my car loan is $11,015.31. You guys know why that number is just under my skin. I thought that when I made my last payment, it would put me under that $11,000. However, I forgot that any interest that accrues gets paid first, and then any payment after that gets taken off the principal. Completely forgot about that, and I really didn't want to, well, I couldn't make an extra payment on the same day, so I just said forget it. Actually looking at is up here at the top, what did I pay in the month, and then down below here I'm gonna add what the actual balance is, so I can see what I paid for March. So March we had $385.96 plus $831, and so my total payments for March were $1,216.96. I did not make a payment for April yet. That will come out in 2 days, but honestly I cannot wait 2 days. I need to do this now. So my balance is $11,015.31. Okay, my private student loan is still waiting to open. I'm just going to jump over here to the federal student loan. I did not make any payments on the federal student loan, and I will not be making any payments until at least August. Now, the balance on that is $76,639.26. That is the majority of my debt. Next, we have my Perkins student loan. I'm kind of going backwards here. I paid $40 on that in March, and the actual balance is $2,340.64. Now, it is not exact to what this balance says, and I think that is just largely due to the way the interest is calculated and the timing of when I make a payment and the interest. So that's why I'm putting down here the actual balance. So on my private student loan, I can say that the balance is $28,141.67. And I know I've only paid $267.35. I just make that payment. It looks like I was paying $268 flat for a couple months and forgot about that, so we're $267.35. When I look at my private student loan, it really just makes me so sad because my payment is $267.35. $183.45 of that goes to interest, and $83.90 goes to principal. Not even at the point where it's like half and half. And then for this other loan, I paid $522 in March and February as well. You know, I'll just do another video at the end of the month to update for April. You will see that this loan has changed significantly. I will get into that in another video in the future, but right now I do need to add, and then this will be the household emergency fund below. The Capital One credit card is $12.50.18 right now. The minimum payment is $28, and that includes the $200 for this month. So I'm just going to grade that out, and if I add something to that for this month beyond the payment I've already made, I'll go back and change that. But that payment was already applied to the credit card, so I don't want to adjust this balance. I'm gonna say that the Capital One credit card is going to be paid off maybe in 6 months. So let's see, we're in April, so October of 2022. And then maybe the household emergency fund will be paid off by the end of this year as well. Just sucks because I don't know if the car is going to get paid off now, and that is $15.08. There is no minimum payment on that. It just gets paid back when it gets paid back. I'd like to have it paid off by the end of the year. I could still make a payment towards that this month, so I'm not going to black out April. Alright, so today the balance is $12.50.18 and $15.08. That's where I'm at. That's that. My debt, that's not how I want to see my debt. I don't want to be accumulating more debt. I want to be paying it off. So I need to end this video now so I can get to my reselling, because that is a way I'm getting some income. So don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. Like this video if you like budgeting, debt payoff, and weight loss content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.